What's up, guys? It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It means that yesterday was Wednesday, which means it was Dynamite, which means today it's review day. And that makes me, Kyle, the spoiler morn. So, right off the bat, solid Dynamite. We had the QT Marshall CODY RHODES match. Supposed to be a fair contest. It turned into the fucking Red Wedding. I mean, poor Arn Anderson gets sucker punched by QT Marshall, and then everybody just jumps in and beats the shit out of the Nightmare family. Holy hell. It looked like QT at one point was just going to tell Cody that the Lannisters send their regards and then just end him. But thankfully Red Velvet was there to stop him, but then she got hers afterwards when Jade Cargill beat the shit out of her too. So hey, it's not a good day to be in the Nightmare family. And also I think QT Marshall is now Frank Jofo's favorite wrestler, so that's a thing that happened. Also the Inner Circle came back, took back their locker room and beat the hell out of the Pinnacle. But one thing about this one is that poor Tully Blanchard, he's an old man. They beat up an old man. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? He's an old man. He's confused. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Jericho has a beard now, so that means he's serious. Because, you know, wrestling. Another thing was the Young Bucks. You know, they had that little interaction backstage with Don Callis, and then afterwards, during the tag match with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers, which, by the way, phenomenal tag match. That's a world champion. Like, you look at Kenny Omega and you're just like, that's a fucking champion. I like that. Now, basically, all the champions in, like, WWE, AEW, they look like actual champions. Like, Roman Reigns looks like he can whoop your ass. Bobby Lashley looks like he can break you in half. And Kenny Omega is just, like Tony Schiavone said, he's basically doing like the Ric Flair thing from the 80s and the early 90s, where he would just go from territory to territory and just own everyone. I love it. But yeah, so anyway, after that match, Jon Moxley comes out and scouts Kenny, but then the Young Bucks came back. And I don't know, I for one thought that they were going to turn on Moxley and be a friend to Kenny Omega, but no, apparently they're still going to be pieces of shit human beings and turn on their best friend. I don't know how you can do that. I mean, I would never do that. I would never do that to Matt Sydal, which, as you all know, he's my best friend, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you here. We had the Ty Conti and Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose and the Bunny. And I gotta ask you guys, does AEW have too many factions? You can answer that in the comments, and we can talk about that next week. But yeah, no, Ty Conti is turning into be a great asset to the AEW roster. She's fantastic. And guys, next week, I don't know if you're ready for this, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be bigger than any world title. We're getting Jurassic Express versus Bear Country. We're getting a fucking dinosaur wrestling a bear. And I think Steve Irwin's going to be the special guest ref. I don't know about you guys, but I'm barely containing my excitement here. This is insane. So last but not least, we had Chuck and Orange Cassidy versus Miro, who looked like fucking Zangief, and Kip Sabian in that Arcade Anarchy match, which overall was pretty exciting. We had the return of the best friends. We saw an alien put Penelope Ford through a table. Overall, it was good. It was an exciting match. But the only thing is that poor Miro, he gets triple teamed during a tag match by a returning Trent, and that's illegal. This was a tag match. He had no business being involved, and Tony Khan needs to do something about this because I don't agree with it. And another thing, AEW is treating Miro too much like WWE treated Rusev. It's getting too much now. The guy needs a win. He's a monster. Have him beat Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy can take the loss. It's getting, the bastard needs a break. Okay, he's looking like his wife right now. He's the Lana of AEW basically, and I don't like it. Rusev needs to be a monster, and they need to treat him as such. Have him break away from Kip Sabian. Take his fucking girl if you can. I don't know, but he needs to step it up. Come on, Miro, you got this, buddy. So overall, guys, great Dynamite. I mean, what else do you want from your wrestling shows? So, if you like this, don't be afraid. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell your buddies, tell your friends. Do all that skeet and scat, as Frank would say. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next week.